These are some of Liz Cage's most problematic moments ever, from fighting with a rival coach during a game to retiring to pursue a career as an adult content creator. This Australian baller definitely rocked the WNBA with her mind-blowing skills and a court presence that screams dominance. But let's not overlook the elephant on the court here. The fact that Cage isn't one to hold back, making headlines for her outspoken nature both in the US and down under, doesn't make her journey any easier. However, let me tell you, some of the incidents she's been involved in would make even the most seasoned fans raise an eyebrow. Let's begin with the intense altercation between Cambage and former Connecticut Sun coach Curt Miller. On May 23, 2021, a furious exchange broke out between the two on the sidelines. At the time, no one understood what they were talking about, but soon after, Cambage took to her Instagram story to explain what had happened, claiming that Miller had made fun of her weight of 300 pounds while protesting a foul call to the referee. Yikes, in my opinion. I wouldn't be making fun of a 6 feet 8 inches giant who could probably crush my skull without breaking a sweat on her face. That guy has bigger balls than anything they were dribbling on the court that day.
It's going to be a part of our identity. We need to look at it this year as ultimately we think our path for the future on how it works.
Although Miller later apologized for his remarks, claiming that he had said it in the heat of the moment during an already tense game, the damage had already been done. However, the Cambage doesn't end here because Cage's time with the Sparks was nothing but wholesome. First, there was the whole jersey number fiasco, where Cambage had her mind set on rocking a number 8 jersey despite the fact that the Sparks had already retired the coveted number in order to pay homage to Amanda. Zoe discusses a Jersey Titans match. Saya was approached by the team coach who asked her to give up the number for Cambage, but she declined, explaining that the number was important to her, and rightfully so too, since she had it a whole lot longer than the Aussie newbie. But of course, Cambage wasn't ready to give up on her quest for that number 1 though, and she kept annoying her team like a toddler in the toy aisle of your local Texaco until they gave her the jersey, just to shut her up. Yep, you heard me right, she cried her way into getting what she wanted. And guess what? Zoe didn't find out about the change until the team later announced it on their social media, which meant that she couldn't even protest it. Imagine losing something that important to you because your teammate is a literal giant baby. I can't even begin to believe what she must have gone through, especially knowing that the team later suspended her for asking for the number back. Got to love sports politics. So, how did Cambage thank her team for this? Daylight robbery. Well, obviously, she threw another temper tantrum and quit in the middle of a match during her relatively short 25-game stint with the Sparks. Cambage didn't hold back, once unleashing her frustrations every chance she got. According to reports, she would openly criticize her teammates, calling them out for ignoring her on the court and not passing her the ball. When she asked for it, calling her a diva would be underselling it. It got to a point where even her teammates got fed up with her fighting back by intentionally passing her the ball whenever she wasn't in the clear, causing her to miss shots and ruin her averages.
Jordan, an all-defensive first team in 2019 when she led the league in steals for the Seattle Storm. Oh, nice back cut there, drop step rather, by Liz King.
That's the kind of malevolent compliance I like to witness, and it even occurred during her most recent game with the Sparks. After an embarrassing 84-66 blowout loss, Cambage finally had enough and stormed off to the locker room, getting dressed for an early exit, but not before leaving a final party message. I can't take this any longer. Good luck to all of you. It appears that the bully ended up, it's not just her team that was tired of Cambage, though, as players and critics from all over the WNBA world seem to have a thing or two to say about her when it comes to getting that W. Become the bullied. Say what you want about it, but if you have a player who is constantly fighting with their teammates, you shouldn't be surprised that nobody wants them back. Don't get me wrong, the OSI has been accused of utilizing some fairly rough methods on the court. Critics believe that she pushes the boundaries of fair play by intimidating her opponents with her size and ferocity. Although physicality is a component of the game, Cambage appeared to veer over the line from aggressive play to outright unsportsmanlike behavior. Although her coaches praised her unquestionable skill and potential and saw her as a force to be reckoned with, they were wrong. She was a game changer who could easily dominate the court, so it's unfortunate that she never learned how to be a team player. She even called out the Australian national team for being racist because they didn't include her in any of their promotional shots. Her dramatic departure from the Sparks also caused people to question her dedication to the sport. Really? Are you shocked that the Australian national team doesn't want anything to do with her? It looks like someone needs an ego check, but if you thought things couldn't get any worse, get ready for one of the most shocking incidents in WNBA history, one that sent shockwaves across the globe right before the Tokyo Olympics. As a member of the Australian national team, Cambage got into an altercation with some members of the Nigerian basketball team during a training camp. I don't know how it ended, but both teams tried to defuse the altercation before it got out of control. The Aussie was heard calling the Nigerian team monkeys and telling them to return to their third world countries. As you can imagine, this did not sit well with the Olympics Commission. The fallout from this incident was more intense than any buzzer beater anyone had ever seen. The news spread like wildfire, making headlines in every country. The backlash was immediate and fierce, and before they could officially disqualify Cambage for unprofessional behavior, she decided to withdraw from the competition, citing mental health issues. If
people would take it well or take it badly, because it was pretty open and honest. But I think a lot of people did connect with it. I guess, yeah, well, it was a big release for me.
It wasn't totally false, but racism is a mental disorder, so it wasn't shocking that Cambage announced she was leaving the WNBA after all these incidents.
It's such a hard conversation to have at the moment. But at the end of the day, I just hope there's a way that everyone gets to play the sport that they want to play.
She decided to take a 3-week break in July 2022, which developed into a permanent departure, surely much to the pleasure of many in the sport. Later, the towering sensation decided to cash in on her fame by opening an account on an adult website. Yep, you heard that right. Subscribers could pay to catch a glimpse of some raunchy PCs of the basketball queen talk about a career change. When asked about the change, she admitted that she was scared to make the move originally, but with support from her friends and family, she decided to go through with it. Plus, with every other member on the site also being an influencer, she decided to hop on the bandwagon and make some dough. You got to hand it to her. She really knows how to seize an opportunity when she sees it. With C already having a massive online presence, her account easily skyrocketed to success, amassing a jaw-dropping 27,000 likes within just a few months of launching. Her account going to have to do some hands-on research myself once I'm done recording. So from retiring in order to pursue a career as an adult content creator to getting into a fight with a rival coach in the middle of a match, these were Liz Cage's most problematic moments of all time.